Well, we just finished our 13th season of running music camps, and we call them music and nature camps because they're in a setting similar to this, out in the woods, and we all have a great musical staff, but we also have a nature staff that deals with people's awareness and things like that. Where a lot of musicians just study, when they're studying to learn to be musicians, they learn theory and techniques and things like that. But when you play music, there's hardly anyone that wants to hear your theory or your techniques. They want to hear your life story. They want to know who you are. And the people that are good at that, like B.B. King, Ray Charles, and Stevie Wonder, and Elvis, we fall in love with them, not for one record, but for generations. And so we're addressing music like that in a whole person way. And so we have people that deal with who you are and help you bring that out. And that instantly makes you a better musician. Two new CDs, Sword and Stone and Words and Tone. The first one being instrumental, the second one being vocal. These two CDs just came out Tuesday, September 25th. I took my time with it, and the music made me take my time. You know, putting out two records at the same time is not something you can really rush. So I was doing a lot of it when the little off time in between Flecktone's tours, but I'd also work on it a lot on the road. I recorded a lot in my hotel rooms. I did a lot of mixing in dressing rooms. And then when I was home and could go into the studio, I would listen to it and see how accurate it was. And so I'm a kind of person that will take opportunities when they come. If you show up at my house and I hear that you sing, I'll ask you if you want to record. So there will be a lot of people on both of these CDs that you've never heard of. A lot of the times it's because they're friends of mine that just happen to show up. Like my photographer who took all the photos for my records. I found out he sang a little bit. He's on the record. The woman that delivered two of my kids was over at the house. She's singing a song, you know. Some of the greatest musicians in the world you'll never hear of. And I like giving all of them an opportunity when I can. I could name a ton of musical influences, and we could sit here for the next hour or two and I could keep going. But it starts with my four older brothers. Again, I was born into a band, and they are the ones that taught me. My oldest brother, Reggie, who's 8 years older than me, he's the one that taught me to play the bass around when I was about 1 year old, which means he was only 9. He was teaching me to play and also teaching my brother Joseph how to play keyboards. So where Reggie got it from is a better question. And because he's always been such a great teacher, even as a child, he's, you know, and my other three brothers besides him are my greatest musical influences. We're in a place in the world where the world needs help. You know, we need to care for each other. We need to do things that impact each other. And so, you know, what I would say, you know, for the up and coming person is what I said before. Really develop who you are as a person, because the world doesn't need copycats. It doesn't need you faking who you are. It doesn't need you trying to please the rest of the world and becoming something that you aren't in order to do that. The world needs you. You were put on the planet with an individual fingerprint. Never before and never will be again. Make that the best as possible. And that was, to me, that's what the world needs. So if your path is through music, whether it's through architecture, through street cleaning, or through being an interviewer, you want to do it in a way that's going to impact the world in the way that you see fit. Hello everyone, I'm Victor Wooten and happy to be here with the Grammy people here at Utopiafest.